Good evening, traders. How are you? This is Ben with Vessel Futures Trading, broadcasting you live from our Discord channel. Today, I want to touch a subject that I think is sensitive to a lot of us traders, new and old, people that have been trading in the markets, and especially new traders. I want to break some myths about future contract. If you're new to this subject, if you're new to this product, there's a myth around this subject that maybe assumption, I don't want to say a myth, that this tool is going to get you rich in a second. I wanna touch the subject a bit because we're talking about it in our community, and it's happened more than a couple of times that a lot of traders are turning to us on a personal note, on our DMs, on our comments, or what have you not. First off, asking for tips, and second of all, asking for advices how to approach the markets, and enthusiastic around this project that calls future, that the product that calls futures contract. Base assumption that most of new traders jump into the market because they looking for the call it how to get rich in a second. And I know there's a lot of you people that watching some gurus online that might be showing you how they got rich in a second, in a split of a second. I don't think it's the right way to do it. As again, I'm saying that on a personal note. I think that as a trader, you have to develop your own DNA when approaching the markets. It's not a sprint, it's a journey. So if you trading, there's assumption that a very strong base assumption that if you are trading the money, you most likely to use when dealing with futures contract with any other product, you have to develop a DNA as a trader. And part of developing DNA as a trader, you have to grow through the journey. You have to make some mistakes. You have to allow yourself to have some rooms to make mistakes in order for you to push and move forward, because from our mistakes we learn. um, one of the things we talk about in our groups is that the money is a byproduct of a right trading course and systematic. If you're a systematic trader, if you know how to execute your command, and if you track your trades, and you're doing it in a very consistent way, because one of the keys to succeed in this field is consistency. Then you most likely find a success, and you're gonna find also money or funds running to your account, whether if it's in the short range or the long range. It means that the byproduct that happens from right trading is getting paid. And of course, none of us doing for just the endorphin side of it, or just not to get any funds. Of course, there's always a want to create funds and to move along with this field to create yourself a financial freedom. But this is not should not be your guide force. Your guide force is to actually learn the subject, develop your DNA. And if you're looking at it as a business side of you, if you're looking on this once a year project, because it's a lifetime journey, as a lifetime journey as well, you will find this tool very effective to get your financial freedom. You know, it's a sensitive topic to a lot of traders. A lot of us see some gurus online that promising, I wouldn't say get rich in 5 minutes videos, that whoever trades in the market for the long run, he knows that the reality is a bit different. Of course, you can I don't want to say hit and run. You can make some couple trades that are very much good, but if you're reading some journalists about the subjects, you will find that something happens to the human brain after we successfully run about 4 or 5 successful trades. What happened to us is in the back of our brain, we developed this idea where whether we're conscious about it or not, that we are invincible. So we're running 4 or 5 trends successfully, and then we step into the market with overconfidence, and usually in the sixth trade, what we see is we crash in the whole portfolio, God forbid. So in order for us not to sin with this mindset, we have to track we have to check our results, and we have to run a journal. And there's a couple more methods too, but I'm not gonna elaborate on these specific videos. But of course, if you're part of the community, you can join our salon talk anytime that you want. On the flip side, when we lose a couple trades, what happened in our psyche is we started to develop this idea, whether we're conscious about or not, that this field or this product or trading as a journalist is not the right way for us. It is a tough business. I don't want to say it's a tough business, but there is a reason why not a lot of the traders sticking in for the long run, because it's truly it's a truly way to work on yourself. When you see the graph and you trade, it's actually you trade yourself, you trade your psychology. There's many ways to trade futures, and there are many ways to trade other products, and a lot of methods that might be working either for you or other for your different communities. There's no one successful way to trade or right methodology or right indicator. It's always gonna play against yourself and the way you trade, and therefore you have to develop a skill set. And in order for you to develop the skill set, you have to dedicate time, and you have to learn, and you have to invest in yourself and in the future. So it was very important for me specifically to touch the subject, but because the subject is reoccurring with any new trader, he runs to the market and trying to make a hit and run. And eventually what happened is the market says this last thing, and obviously the market will always say his last thing is usually whoever comes to hit and run eventually getting hit and never get back to this field. So this is just a friendly talk. Of course, we always encourage all of our traders and everybody that want to run to our courses. Of course, we teaching how to trade future contract. Of course, there's a lot into it more than the trading part and knowledge part. We also trying to back up some psychology into it, and of course elaborate more in our community. It's a very important part for you as a trader to trade with a community, because community gives you straight, you can develop, you can see other people's skill set, to learn from them, to develop in this field. But want to welcome you guys for watching these videos. Of course, this is just one of those myths that a lot of new traders have in this field, and we're gonna try to upload a couple more videos about it, because I see a lot of you guys turn to me and ask those questions. As always, I highly recommend for you to check our content, and if you are intrigued about learning future contracts and how to trade them, I welcome you to our channels and to our courses. And of course, I'm gonna add links in the bio for our trading packages. We're very significantly lower price, very affordable. If you want to invest in yourself and in the future and learn in future contracts, this is a small sum that you can get yourself a skill set, which if you executed it the right way, of course, that can be returned in day of trading. Possibly if you are doing it in the right way, and maybe even for a week of trading, even for maybe a month of trading. It's always depends on you, on your risk management. And of course, as every video that I'm putting, this is always a tip. This is not a financial advice. I'm always post this disclaimer because you should always consult your financial advisor. This is just a salon talk. So for my traders in my community, thank you for watching. If you are a new trader and you're intrigued about this field, I welcome you to touch base with us. Either drop a comment, a DM. And for all of those traders that turn to us and ask for these videos, here's this video. I hope that you gonna find this knowledge that's given you for free. Get you some real base of how you should turn into the market and on the right way. Don't look for the money, and try to develop a strategy, stick to it, be consistent, and make sure that you are consistent. And with consistency, your byproduct will be the money. and the funds. So as always, I wish you a successful trading, and we'll see you on the next market overview. And